Alright guys, just came back from Chicago, been back for a couple hours. Just wanted to touch on a few things before I get into the game. Because I really didn't have, because I was in a fucking car, I didn't really have much time to talk about it. I just, I was hyped about the win, so I couldn't really break down anything. But, first off, I want to, since Behind Enemy Lines, all the episodes got filmed, I surpassed 200 subscribers and over 30,000 views on YouTube. So, again, thank you guys for subscribing, watching, liking, making all this shit happen for me. Appreciate all of you. It means a lot to me. And I never knew when I started this shit it was gonna turn into what it is today. But definitely grateful that a lot of people follow my shit the way they do. So definitely appreciate you guys for doing that. And another thing, I didn't really talk about it because I was trying to keep the whole Behind Enemy Lines thing all on the focus of the game and the trip. But Quentin Groves, former Jaguars linebacker, passed away. I believe it was Saturday. So just would like to say what rest in peace to him. And he fly high, and thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. So definitely rest in peace to Quentin Groves. And then for those of you wondering about the tweet I sent out with with Ravens fans talking about about when to fire John Harbaugh, there was no like real credible source on that. I just seen people post on it, so like no one really major or any analysts or anything like that put that out there. But there were fans that actually want him fired. And Ozzie Newsome, if you're watching this, please listen to some of those dumbass fans and fire him, and hopefully the Jaguars pick him up, because if we get him, we are a fucking playoff team every year with him instead of the shit coaching staff we have now. Anyway, let's get into this game, man. Again, shout out to the entire city of Chicago, man. I had a fucking blast there. Like, food was fucking awesome. People were cool as shit. And even got to cut up with a lot of the Bears fans at Soldier Field. So overall, very good time. And the Bears, man, I think they have a very underrated receiving corps. And this was without Kevin White. I mean, of course, we know about Alshon Jeffrey. Eddie Brewer's there. He's good. Zach Miller's fucking beast. And then you got a little motherfucker that kind of did some shit with us. Cameron Meredith. That little motherfucker's a beast, low key. So I think once you get Kevin, like in years to come, when you get Kevin White healthy, like y'all got a pretty fucking solid course. So Bears fans can definitely look forward to that. I think just got to fix their defense too. And let's see, I know I said that in the last Behind Enemy Lines video that it was Marquise Lee that caught that touchdown at the end. I was actually mistaken because from the stands, and I didn't really look at stats until way after the game. It was actually Aurelius Ben. I just seen the one, and then him running down to the and mind you, I was sitting way up in the fucking upper deck, so I didn't really think of Aurelius Ben. And I know Marquise Lee had a lot of good catches. He still played out of his mind, but I was mistaken when I saw that he caught the touchdown. And Jalen Ramsey, I mean, even though he was kind of getting fucked up by Alshon Jeffrey in the beginning, he redeemed himself at the end and got a nice pass breakup to seal the game. I'm hoping some of our fucking cornerbacks start getting some interceptions soon, because I don't think any of our. I think Deshaun Gibson's the only player in our secondary that has a pick right now. So that's got to fucking change. So we gotta start causing some more turnovers. And then Yannick Ngakoue, man. I've read an interesting stat on him. He is the only Jacksonville Jaguar to accumulate 4 sacks in 5 career games. Very impressive statistic. He is something we have missed on this defense for a long time. I can't remember when we had as good of a pass rusher as him. And then he's definitely on pace to have more sacks than fucking Chris Clemens and Andre Branch combined. Fowler will probably get that too. So definitely looking improved with our young defensive line and pass rushers. And then Allen Hurns, man, you can't say enough about that. You can't say enough about that guy. Took that fucking shot, and I was actually talking to his mom about this. Took that shot in the middle of the field, and then still came back in and had the game that he had. I mean, definitely good stuff, man. I mean, the guy plays with more heart than just about anybody I've ever seen, and it's easy to see. It's really easy to see why he's one of my favorite players. Allen Robinson had a fucking off day, so hopefully he gets that corrected. I mean, dropping shit in the end zone to get picked off. I mean, we can't have that, man. A-Rob, you're better than that. I mean, and we're going to need a better effort out of you next week. And Blake Bortles, like I said, the interception wasn't his fault, but that fucking fumble, dude. You can't put the ball out like that, because somebody will come up and strip it. You got to be aware of stuff like that, man. But I think overall he had a fairly good day. And I really hope this shit with people talking about get rid of him will fucking stops him, because honestly, that'd be the stupidest fucking thing we could ever do. He's been one of the best things that ever happened to this team. Let's be fucking real. Alright. So now that the Bears are in the books, here we stand at 2-3. Where do we go from here? It's really tough to say. We got Oakland coming in here next week. They're a very good fucking team. I would love nothing more than to beat them, because there was a lot of Raiders fans on YouTube talking shit after I made that Bruce Irvin video when he talked shit about the Jaguars, and had a lot of them coming at me. So I would love nothing more than to shut them up and get this fucking win and get a fucking win against them. Unfortunately, wishing in one hand and shitting in the other does not always work. So it's gonna. I honestly don't. I gotta be real, all the way real. I don't think we're gonna beat the fucking Raiders, but I hope I'm pleasantly surprised. And Gus Bradley, this game is gonna say a lot about you, because you actually did something good. You actually finally got, from what I've been reading, you finally got into these players' asses at halftime to turn the game around and get a win. Now, nowhere where you need to be, but hey, lighting a fire to win a road game, even though the road team wasn't that good, lighting a fire onto your players and getting them motivated, it's a start. It's a start. So we'll work our way from there. So now here we are at the midpoint, like almost the midpoint of the season, and we got a chance to get a 500 record right now. But we have to. But being the Raiders is not going to be an easy task. We've played well against good teams, but after the year the Packers are kind of having right now, this might be our toughest game this year at home. Well, I'd say it's a toss-up between this and the Vikings. So, yeah, man. We are really gonna have to play a flawless game to beat the Raiders. Do I think there's a possibility we could if we put a good game plan together, right? Of course. We got enough talent to contend really with anybody in the National Football League. It's like Rando Warrior said in one of the Hangouts, we have an offense capable of putting up 30 points on anybody. Raiders are no exception, because even though their offense is pretty fucking good, defense ain't that good, with the exception of Mack and Bruce Irvin. So there'll be ways to take advantage of this team. We just got to find the way. We just got to find a way to do it. So yeah, man. Once again, huge shout out to Chicago and everybody there who I got to interact with, and she was pretty dope. And shout out to the rest of the Jags fans that traveled down there for that game. There were actually a lot of fucking Jags fans down there. I was really surprised. Even one sat behind me. So it was a good thing, man. It was just overall good time in Chicago, and I'm glad we were at least able to get the fucking win out. And to the city of Chicago, I mean, sorry I had to cheer for my team, dude, but hopefully the Cubs win the World Series for y'all to boost your spirits, man, because I'm pulling for them, and I kind of really became a fan of that team when I visited Chicago. So that about does it, man. Until next time, it's your boy Jagging Off checking out, and let's go Jags.